Good morning, Sava here from Sava Talks Football. The morning after the night before, the month after the transfer window, month before, we could say. Let's be really, really honest. This isn't a shock. Let's start. Let's be calm about this. There's no point ranting. Let's be calm. This is what we expected. I think if anyone expected otherwise, I think fair play to you. Fair play for your optimism. Fair play for that hope, that bit of hope that kills you, that hope that some of us have had beaten out of us after 22 years of failure from these owners. So today I wanted to go through a few bits. I wrote a little piece this morning and put it on YouTube, and I wanted to share it with you guys today and then pick apart some of it just to see whether you agree, whether you disagree, whether I'm being too harsh or not. For me, and I'll go through that in a minute, for me, when you look at it, we go into every window and the same fans that want to be ultra positive. And I admire them. I do. I admire their delusion. I do. I admire it. They want to be ultra positive. They're the fans that come in the chat and they're the fans that tell you, you're negative. You've got nothing good to say. You don't know how this window's going to go. The window's not shut yet. You're a bad fan. Go and support Man City. Blah, 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 blah. The same fans, I'm not going to name names, the same people who are in my chats every week going, you'll see, you'll be in the mud. You'll see when we bring in a centre-back on the last day. This creative midfielder will sign, blah, 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 blah. It's not this window, it's next window, blah, 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 blah. So here is what I wrote. And I'll read it to you in full and then we'll pick some of it apart. I wrote this. I thought, well, the window is finally shut. Or the wait until the window ends, or the window isn't shut yet, fans, please make yourself known. As this window went exactly how most fans thought it would. Exactly how every other window goes. There should be no surprise, but there is shock and amazement across our fan base. Why? Have we not learned? Are we doing the same thing every window and expecting a different result? In this window, we replaced Brian Hill, who went out on loan, with Danjuma, who came in on loan. And we've replaced Matt Doherty, who had his contract ripped up in the last 10 minutes of the window, with Pedro Porro, who was announced 5 minutes before the end of the window. Typical Levy heist. That was it. The end. That was it. That was our window. A shambles from top to bottom. However, not an unexpected shambles. The same thing happens every window. The same lack of strategy. The same lack of planning. The same lack of structure. The same lack of guidance. The same lack of bringing in what is needed. Let's get ready, people. Let's get ready for the usual excuses. Excuse one. It's hard to do business in January. We'll come back to this. Excuse two, our targets weren't available. Excuse three, summer is the big window. That's when we'll get things done. Excuse four, we couldn't sign players because Conte might not be here next season. Excuse five, we can't compete with Man City, etc., etc., etc. Excuse six, Conte said we don't need centre-backs. Excuse seven, the stadium's still recovering from the lack of losses during COVID. I go on to say, we have 10 players out on loan that are due to come back. Many of them need to be shifted in the summer. Roden, Winks, De Celso, Reguilon, Ndombele, Parrott, Scarlett, Spence, White, Hill. On top of that, we've got a Doji who doesn't need to be shifted. So that's 11 out on loan altogether. 11. Now add to that the players at the club that need to leave or that are deadwood, that the fans can't stand seeing in the team. Sessegnon, Sanchez, Dyer, Royal, Lucas, Tanganga. What does that mean for the summer ahead? We're going to spend what? All summer trying to get these players out on loan again, shifting them for 5 to 10 million, whoever take them. Shambles. That's the word of the day. Shambles. I go on to say we announced our one proper signing at 10:55 p.m, as many predicted, with an awful intro video that they had all month to plan. An awful AI kind of welcome to the club video. We don't even have any fun with that. We don't have any foresight planning. And as I've gone on to say, Levy won't change, the club won't change, the fan base won't change, equals no change. I've said, so please, Conte, walk, show them up. Show how dissatisfied you are with every window. Show how little you have been backed. You'd be my hero if you did, Antonio Conte. My hero. This can be the legacy you leave behind at Spurs, because it certainly won't be winning titles like you're used to. To any fans that back ENIC and Levy, you're of course welcome to your opinion. I'd never be rude to you. You're of course welcome to it. But surely now we need to have the conversation. Surely now it's getting harder and harder and harder to justify how they run this club. Surely it's getting harder to justify why we're going to do what we need to do next year, not this year. And then next year, it's next year. And then the year after that, it's the year after that. Onwards and upwards. But if we don't make Champions League football, we only have ourselves to blame. We knew the gaps that need to be plugged, and we've not plugged them. I.e., look at Man United. One of their main players gets an injury on the last day of the window. They go in and bring in a brilliant player in Sabitzer on loan. Now liken that to Spurs, who have needed centre-halves for 3 or 4 windows. And we haven't addressed it at all. If this transfer window had a school report, it would be a massive F for failure, but also a massive E for expected. ENIC and Levy, please get out our club. Yours sincerely, Sava. Now, guys, the reason I read that to you is this. I know, you know, Levy knows, all the excusers know that no matter what happens at this football club, there will be thousands upon thousands of fans who protect this sort of transfer window. The same fans that told you that we had a great window in the summer. The same fans that are saying this was a good window because we got our #1 transfer target. The same fans that tell you we're going to challenge for a title every single season. What do? Why do we keep believing this? Why is there so much of the fan base that cannot see this? I'm not going to pop at anyone. I'm not. I just love some ENIC in people to be able to come onto my show and explain why is it the same every window. People yesterday were coming on. I was live with Henry Wright last night, and people coming on going, well, because of COVID, our targets weren't available. As I said in that video, on that comment, COVID, players weren't available. We haven't got the money the other clubs have got, but we're sitting and watching Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, Leeds, Leicester, so forth and so forth and so forth. Southampton, all signing players. Now, it's context, of course it is. I'm not saying we sign all the players they want, but it's all context. It's all relative. They sign the players they need to get them to achieve their targets, whether that be getting top half, whether that be breaking into Europe, whether that be avoiding relegation, staying in the league. That's what these clubs have done. We sit there and just do nothing. I keep hearing the same old Spurs fans who come in my comments, and I'm sure they'll come in the comments when this video premieres. By the way, this is a premiered video. This isn't live. So if you see me typing in the background, look, I'm not typing right now. This is a premiered video. The same people that will come in my comments will tell me, give Conte 2 or 3 windows. What, 2 or 3 windows of buying him one player he needs each window? How do these fans think this is ever going to work? There is one fan who comes into my channel. I won't name his name, but there's one fan who comes into my channel constantly. We don't deserve Conte. Fans like you don't deserve him. Back him. Give him 3 or 4 windows. I don't think it's about me backing him. I don't think it's about all of us as a collective fan base backing him. It doesn't matter. If the board don't back him, What does it matter? The board didn't back any of the others. This is nothing new. This isn't special because it's Conte. This is what it is. This is what we do. So all in all, for me, the window, again, a massive disappointment, but massively expected. I'm calm about it, not angry. I don't think you could be angry anymore. You can't be angry at something you know is going to happen. Do you know what I mean? It's like being angry that you've not won the lottery. Right? No one gets a lottery ticket and truly believes, this is me, right? Yeah, one lucky bloke or lady out of 150 million people who play or whatever will win it. But all 150 million can't win it, or however many play it. They all can't win it. But that's what we do. We expect it to be different, but we know it's the same. So all in all, Pedro Porro, good signing. Good signing. Let's hope he hits the ground running. Let's give him time, people. There's my plea to you. Please give him time. Please don't hammer the bloke after 3 or 4 games if he hasn't set the world alight. He's coming into a very dysfunctional team that don't play very good football. So let's give the guy some time. So welcome to the club, Pedro Porro. That's the one positive from all of this. Let's hope he is finally the successor to Kyle Walker. Spurs have bought 4 right-backs in 4 years. Let's hope this one is the one. And last but not least, I just want to say get well soon to Antonio Conte. Obviously, we've all seen the reports today that he's going to be out for a period of time due to gallbladder problems, which I'm being told can be anything between 4 and 8 weeks. I'm guessing Ryan Mason will step up. I don't know that, by the way. I'm just guessing at this stage. Let's hope he gets better soon. Everything at this club is so Spursy right now. The window, the manager getting ill, our director of football is nowhere to be seen. Is caught in financial irregularities. It's very, very tough to find positives right now at this football club. Hence why I've said I don't think Harry Kane will sign a contract, and I don't think Conte will. And if they both do, albeit on their heads, they know what they're setting themselves up for. And I think that's really important now. Kane has been at this club for so long, he knows how we operate. Conte's now seen 3 transfer windows in 18 months where he's seen, nearly 18 months, where he sees how we operate. If they both sign a contract, I just feel like they're just signing, they're making their own beds to lay in them. So look, all in all, disappointing. We move forward. The window's shut. We move forward to Man City at home at the weekend. Let's hope we can just put up a good performance. I don't believe we've got any hope of winning. If we do, fantastic. I just can't see it. City starting to turn the screw, starting to go on a bit of a run. And again, we've not addressed what we needed to. So all in all, thank you very much. Please like, please subscribe. On the way to 3,500. I'm going to start separating myself, by the way, from a few of the other channels. I want to start doing some more of my own stuff. Don't want to be involved in childish spats. I don't want to be involved with the vitriol that is going around in this community at the moment. So I'm just going to try and keep myself to myself with my little community of people that I work with and not worry about too many other people. So big up to you all. Well done on getting through the transfer window in health. And I'll see you all soon. Much love. And as always, hit the like, please subscribe and take care. See you later. Bye-bye.